Some people look calm on the outside, but inside their mind is a battlefield. One spark and they explode. Maybe you've met someone like that. Or maybe that someone is you. This is the story of a man who had everything: wealth, respect, success, but lost the one thing that truly mattered: peace. Until one day, a simple cup of tea changed his life forever. In a quiet village, surrounded by waving sugarcane fields and the distant sound of cowbells, there lived a farmer named Arun. He was strong, hardworking, and wealthier than most. His fields produced the finest crops, and his oxen were the biggest in the village. But despite all his success, there was one thing Arun could never control: his temper. He shouted at workers, slammed doors, threw tools when things went wrong. Even his family trembled when he entered the house. Children ran away when they saw him coming, and women whispered, "He has everything except peace." One morning, while Arun was working in the field, one of his workers accidentally broke a wooden plow. In anger, Arun said loudly, "Useless fool!" He grabbed the broken piece and threw it aside. "Do you know how much this costs? You all eat from my earnings, yet you destroy my tools." The worker bowed his head silently. At noon, Arun's son ran to the field to give him water. In his hurry, he tripped, spilling most of it. Arun, frustrated, "Can't you even walk properly? Get away!" The boy's eyes filled with tears as he ran home, wiping his face. Later that evening, rain clouds gathered in the sky. Arun panicked. "If it rains now, all my harvested crops will get wet." He rushed to move them, but slipped and fell into the mud. Soaked and frustrated, he punched the ground in fury, Arun shouting, "Why is everything against me?" That night, Arun ate silently, while his wife and children sat far away. No one spoke. For the first time, he noticed the distance between them. His success had filled his pockets, but his anger had emptied his home. Sleep didn't come that night. The next morning, while walking through the village, an old woman called out, "Arun beta, come have some tea." She was his late mother's friend. Kind, wrinkled, and wise, Arun followed her inside. She placed a blackened kettle on the fire and filled it with water. As it began to boil, it hissed and bubbled loudly. After a moment, she poured the boiling water into a clay pot. The clay pot sat silently, no bubbling, no sound. "Tell me, why did the first pot make noise, and this one doesn't?" she asked. "Arun, because the water was boiling before, and now it's calm." The old woman gave a soft, knowing smile. "Exactly. A boiling pot makes noise. A calm one reflects peace." She poured the tea into cups and handed one to him. "You, my son, you are like that boiling pot, always bubbling with anger, making noise everywhere you go. But what has it brought you? Respect or fear?" Arun slowly lowered his eyes. The old woman continued, "Do you know what real strength is? Not lifting heavy loads, not earning the most money. True strength is controlling the fire inside your mind. When your heart becomes calm like still water, only then will you taste peace." Her words echoed deeper than any advice he had ever heard. That day, Arun went home quietly. In the evening, when his son hesitated near the door, Arun softly called, "Come, sit beside me." The boy's eyes widened. Slowly, he sat down. Arun placed his hand gently on his head. "I'm sorry." The boy blinked. It was the first time he had heard those words from his father. That night, when his wife served food, Arun said softly, "Sit with me too." Tears filled her eyes as she sat beside him. The next day in the field, when a worker dropped a basket of grain, everyone froze, expecting an explosion. Instead, Arun bent down, picked up the basket with him, and said, "Be careful next time." The worker looked at him in disbelief. Days passed. Arun wasn't completely changed. Anger still tried to rise, but every time it did, he remembered the boiling pot. Before speaking, he would pause, breathe, and calm the water inside. Soon his home filled with laughter again. Workers no longer feared him, they respected him. And for the first time in years, Arun slept peacefully. Not because the world changed, but because he changed. Real strength isn't controlling others, it's mastering yourself. If this story inspired you, like and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I'll be back with another powerful story. Till then, take care.